Go to the nearest AfriMoney agent. Tell them how much you want to deposit. Give the agents your number and the cash. You will receive an SMS notification from 161 confirming the deposits. To check and confirm your balance, dial *161 *9*1# and enter your PIN. Remember, you do not have
Mefabunamuna, good evening, Kabo, and Kushet Talk with Tea. As you all know, Talk with Tea is a reality talk show where they meet every Sunday at 5. And this program, they shed light on young people the way they do extremely well, especially women and girl picking them. Where they discussing the way get for do with young people and the way they affect their life, women them and girl picking them. We also they talk about things the way they happen now the country, current issues, and things that we go make Sierra Leone go before. As soon as all know, I can get to it on Afri Radio page, when at the Al Radio Facebook page, when I go like the page and share whatever they happen, definitely when I go know. And also, when I out there, Seth can send on a text message to 1053, when I also can comment on my Facebook page, and I go read them for now. These and many other things, the inside talk with you today. Well, today, Fambulem, we dey talk about challenges in national development, how we country for move before. Some of them things we don't overcome them over the years, but we still get challenges when it comes to national development. And some things that we can make for them and say this country has so not developed. Now, where the country in mineral resources, then people not able to use them better. Also, since independent, country still strive, we're not able to team up on your own, and we're not able to do things as a nation. You also get high economic poverty, where we all see hunger, high mortality rate, sanitation, a very poor educational system, still with a struggle with corruption, and other half of them, where they make the country nor they get waiting we supposed to get. People are waiting inside the country, nor they get waiting they're supposed to get. And inside the studio today, we get two people in a way they can help to discuss the challenges that we Sierra Leone face as a nation. We don't make 30 days, we still now one of the most underdeveloped countries them. And as young people them, we self able to do something for our country go before. We no need for wait for sit down for let other people and say, okay, this is government time. No, it's our time. So we can discuss some of them things and they waiting at the challenges and how young people self can come together and push Sierra Leone go before. We get for take some of on a text message then. So you already now can send a text message to 1053 and also send your message on the Facebook page. And definitely we go read them for you. You were there where they use other company when they use AfriCell can still send text message to 1053. All you need for to just put any of AfriCell and short code front 1053 and definitely we go read on a message there for now. These and plenty other things they inside the studio for now. But first of all, I go come to me guest them. We get inside the studio today with we get the founder and president of Smart Women Initiative. Now a very strong group where don't do very well in Sierra Leone. Amira, Catherine, Koroma, you can say hi to Fambulem.
Fambulem ado.
And also we get Paul Jibateh, when I strategic and brand consultant. Paul, you can say hi to Fambulem.
Fambulem ado. Okay.
And today, then two people there can inside the studio for can help me follow talk about the challenges that we Sierra Leone face as a nation, where don't make we not develop up till today. Paul.
Yes, please.
Something in the when people can talk about development in Sierra Leone, why we still there, Usari there.
Yeah.
We not actually know the problem. What are some of the root cause them we don't make this particular problem still there with you, still they live with them?
Thank you, my sister. I'm glad for the also with you and Mira. and as young people will talk about this. So I think say what make we do so we do so today because of two things. We not get right yet. The country not get a clear vision, and because of that we not get the appropriate ingredients then for lead and take that vision go sorry for carry the country go as a people. You get for know yourself if you want able to do something successfully. I believe say Salone we not truly don't define who that we be as a people, and because we not do that yet clear one we define them very difficult for live with ourselves than a one and for relate with other people effectively on a win-win basis, give and take. And we also defend them difficult for work for a country better one. I want put in three phases. Salon we always get a plan, but a plan and a vision are two different things. Okay? Plan go work with you for 1 day, 2 day, and then it tap. But vision, you they put a set of things together clearly where you see say you want to take your country go from Usaide to so on one time for let's say 10, 20, 50 years, 100 years. I want to use a particular model where they talk this talk. I want to talk about the UAE, Dubai. You say all man leg for go.
Okay.
Yes. Then people in the Sheikh, His Excellency Maktoum bin Rashid, Prime Minister of Dubai, that man we really committed to country in development one. Then get them differences. We see all man they wear white not gown, so yes, then get them differences. Then get the Shia, then get the Sunni, yes. Just like we self get with differences them. But in spite of the differences and then people in they come together and say yes, this is a country where we want to make the investment, the business hub for Africa, Europe, and the Mediterranean. So the final thing that all man we want to go shopping, you want to go holiday, you want to go for touristic attraction. All man they go for all man they go to Dubai because then people are saying that they want be they make it clear.
Okay.
But anybody can raise their hand up. Family they listen to me, and we the young one them, the big one they were there before we. They stand up and tell we say, now this salon say one be in the next 20 or 30 to 50 years. It's not clear. But we papa them, we don't do them work, we don't die. God rest them so people like Papa Magai, Papa Sheki. Then we get a plan where slavery and colonialism can distort we history as a people. And then they happen, we expect it happen. But when then they don't tap, then get a plan. Then plan have been for make salon independent. But then they not be sufficient for care salon go usai we need for go really. Then try. Yes, salon become independent in 1961, April 27. After that independence, you find out say now we tend for begin stagger. Yes, for instance, at independence, we in Singapore, developmental wise, we've been there at par. 60 years down the line. Look who's Singapore day. Look who's we day. What's the difference? Vision and leadership. So if you ask me again, I would say that then two essential ingredients then we the miss as a people. Let me quickly like so today.
Okay. Like what you say, we miss then two essential ingredients as a nation.
Yeah.
But one go and ask say there is this philosophy we can always go around say also you tie cow now there for it and all and thing and that now one of the main reason we make Sierra Leone the USA day like today. Mia, you feel say now one of the things that the way don't they affect the country like this idea and this notion say USA day for each old thing and not enough left for other people.
Well, firstly, I think within the foundation we Paul don't lean as something we very essential and as something really affect we. But for answer your question again, we still get for connected to within Paul say another lethargic attitude of the citizens then of Salone. We all just want for say or we no want for make that kind of move. Rather, we want for see all the development they happen inside we Pala. Where in actual sense not also it is supposed for be, you know. As a patriotic citizen of in country, not just Salone, they talk about like the world at large. If you're not a patriot to your country, you get to understand say we all get that responsibility for put the country usai we want for see the country. Salon day the way how we do so where the responsibility lies on we all. Because if we continue for the play the shift game, the blame game, say okay, well Tricia for make this place here clean, now Paul get that responsibility for ensure say bike then not park outside and supposed for park, then I think it go better. But that lethargic attitude we they see say if we can just stay within we space them, you they see somebody way sober minded, educated, and it work on a street it drop dirty. I don't feel say now that government person get a right day for can clear day. We need for change we mindset first. There goes to Usa you ask me say Usa then tie cow na day if for it. The mindset. The mindset now one of we big deterrents the inside this country. Now then they put we behind the way how we they think as Sierra Leoneans. If we able for put Salon force above we interest, just like waiting rights power, I think now we pledge. I pledge my love and loyalty to something like that on our national anthem where they talk about for put your country first. If we able for do that one day as Sierra Leoneans, lot of things then they change with just little effort. If we able for sit down and begin school we picking them from an infant age, make them able for understanding social responsibility as citizens, because it starts from the home. You're not going to expect, they say, they call old dog, they exactly. If, like when me dey so now, I don't turn full grown woman. If I not be get that attitude, not for the drop dot in at it, waiting make you feel saying now I go able for change them. Even if I go one for change them, it get for take a whole lot of constraint, a whole lot of challenge. Sometimes I try for work on my mind, say, no, I'm not supposed for drop dot in at it. I go to work and find, I just they feel it come on at me hand. Because they inside me. But if we begin for put we picking them down and tell them, say, now your responsibility for make the country go outside we want for Siam. And we get for understand, say, for become a good citizen and a good politician, not mean say you for be corrupt. And for become a very successful young lady or young man, not mean say you for be corrupt. Then that usa you tie cow. Now they eat, not a walk in a salon. But because of we don't feed ourselves with the negative mindset of life, thinking that okay, because them puts me in a yaso, we don't get a lot of incidents then say you they see. Sometimes you go they drive in the street, so police break you. You don't inspect all thing correct. They say the man waiting they happen now. What actually you want to happen? What thing they happen? What thing really you want for make it happen? But if we begin for stand up to them and tell them respectfully, say, your job after the inspection, you not find no fault, you get right for the person. If you find fault, then if there is a way for issue a ticket for the person, that's just it. But rather than for begin to ask, what thing they happen? We they even see within the institutions them, even let me just limit and small to the educational sector. You know, again, the products them of the institutions them, and then can result to this underdevelopment in the nation. Because if we use all the space there for begin for feed each and every individual where they pass through we the right information for become a better citizen, I want for believe say we're able for achieve waiting we want for see inside the country and make we able for understand say it not just left to the one them where they up there. I don't feel say they wake up one morning and get up there. They all begin sunside. Just like where we all sit on here. So we don't know the next 1-2 years outside we go. But waiting the inside we now. I don't care whose rank we reach. It'll say me reach to the first person at this country said, waiting I don't the practice now I get for care go back yonder. So we get for look at we inner integrity. Integrity not the way you dey out there, wait till you display. Now in your quiet moments when nobody know they watch you, wait till you display. If we try for feed we mind that we don't want that usa you tie cow na they eat and not they happen inside salon.
Okay. It's very good for una debunk all the issues there in a very good way. But something in the yes, the idea of usa tie cow na they eat if we try for change them a bit, it will be much better. But most people can look at them and say, oh yeah, everything is centralized in Freetown. most things then they when they happen upline. So everybody they can free tongue, one for making life better for himself. Because I believe say, if I don't have my corner and I get everything where I want in my own corner, definitely certain things then they will go to happen to me. You think so now because of the decentralization problem, Paul, make Sierra Leone still the Usari they so?
Decentralization are one, and just like Amira they say, the changing of a mindset. Usari we don't rule now. The Thai cow, it's Usari cow for its mentality. I want to say one of some of the very best moments in a salon since why I've become a Sierra Leonean when they born me. Now why the up country. The kind of peace way you feel. You need to ever feel on a free tongue. Okay. That is the truth. Anybody, I think anybody self can know that, you know, the fresh air, fresh old tin, the fruits, the food, everything. So the idea again, mindset of living the provinces to Freetown because you think say all tin dinner Freetown is to me a problem where you think say with now mindset will for change. Another thing is decentralization is very important. But you can decentralize and still not channel resources when it will mean nothing. Decentralization, structurally they happen, but the implementation of it, the reality of it, we need to feel.
I not cut you, Paul.
Yes.
The decentralization where you the type of talk about are only few like the local councils.
Okay.
There are other sectors that will still not decentralize it. Where you want passport, pass you can't free tongue.
Okay.
Where you want other basic thing the way you're supposed to organize village, pass you can't free tongue. If you want for kind of the other ministries, then there's no like another ministry with like let's say agriculture ministry where they everywhere.
Yeah.
Now that particular place, so you pass you can therefore can free tongue or if
Exactly.
you're not can free tongue, then first you go Bo, Kenema, Makeni before you get then tin and day.
Yeah. So
And so it's going on. It's like a black and white paper stuff,
Yeah.
but it's not actually they happened.
yeah, so you're correct. The effectiveness of that not happen. Again, you take me back to the foundation, Wale, a vision. Which would I Sierra Leonean, first of all? We will actually say this question. A Sierra Leonean are a person where if you need something inside salon, you for pass you can at the capital. How we define we self as a people? Who that not Sierra Leonean? Sierra Leonean are a person just like we may say, no matter how responsible you look, dress or think or speak, you dey walk on the streets, even though city council don't put them bin them. Na garbage bin in the street, you still litter the ground. How we want to see ourselves in decentralization terms? Who don't I Sierra Leone again? Sierra Leone way if I need something for work for me, I'm not doing a free tongue. Enough for work, passport for instance, just like what you say, or I need me NACIT ID card. I'm not going to book Drum na Shegbema, for instance, Potoru, for instance, Matrujon, for instance. The challenge with Sierra Leone is the leadership when I talk, I don't be the talk about particularly. Most of you can talk about the leadership. It's not the presidency they refer to. No, the presidency yes, now the box stops, but all signers alone, every sector, from the home to the workplace to even with offices them and ministries and department them. They born me at Amira and T for C salon they I dey so. We too small for the software and kind of software. 7 million people, just 7 million.
But the thing is,
7 million people not even reach the population of Lagos State in Nigeria, for example.
the thing is, I think
Yes.
that the illiteracy rate in the country now one basic problem because why I say illiteracy rate?
Yeah.
There are educated people that are still behaving as if they are illiterate, and they're educated people and they half-baked people because we can call them half-baked where they brainwash the one day where they down there where no nothing that they look up to you where they feel say go school where don't lack in the wall of the university and they look up to you and at the end of the day you they can feed them with lies.
Yeah, I'm glad the way you talk about brainwashing. I'm not going to touch them, but since you don't bring them, we'll talk about. Again, one of the challenges them where we make we stagnated as we are as a people, and because of the kind of education we would give yourself, education we don't accept. See, waiting with man say, none of the right thing. It's not correct. Okay. Now the educational system as we have it now, they tell you say you forgo cram something, go sit exam, where you get waiting with man prescribe, say now you forget, where they call pass mark. then you educated per se, then they give you one paper who they convert to a certificate, then they should say, hey, I able to do something. Now lie. Most people don't go through the educational system as we have it now, with certificates. However, they get the certificate, they get them. But in terms of performance, they need to be able to do it in the work. Exactly, they need to be able to do it in the work. Say, so the Waitman prescribed education is faulty for we as a people. Maybe they talk something about civic education. We will begin learn with picking them. As I say, the definition of a Sierra Leonean for be somebody we eat something, you know, for 200 grown. If you offend the nearest dustbin, you put on there. A Sierra Leonean for be somebody where you neighbor get problem. That problem not a problem. A Sierra Leonean for be somebody where you neighbor get gladdy. That gladdy for be gladdy. You find out where we get this concern and coexistence right. That's what we call national cohesion. Then they talk about building peace commission now. I don't think we necessarily need that. Now, waste of money. Then that civic education, we basic. Begin to pick it now. Almost we all young people. We generation might not see that Sierra Leone, but we need for work towards them. So that we picking them and they don't picking them will come and meet that salon day. Now the thing we talk about vision. If we lay all things they are clear on the paper. It no matter how that come. You know SLPP, you know APC, you get your policies, but you know say that particular vision. Now the country, and now we all for follow. Say we speaking them for land, say we for let we self as a people. We picking them for land, say we for respect yourself and respect well as them and do things the appropriate and effective way. If we get that clear, my sister, I think salon, as I say, we might not see that salon, but we work towards them. But I would glad if we picking them and they don't picking them can meet that salon day.
Okay, family, don't forget to listen to Talk With You. We come to you live from Afri Radio 105.3 FM. And you and ourselves can be part of the program. Go to the Afri Radio page on our radio, like the page, and definitely everything that happen inside the studio, you go definitely see them. And you he left you comment on with Facebook wall, and we go read them here for you. You and ourselves can follow we on my page, then Talk With T on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram, Talk With T _Tricia Shero. On Twitter, Talk With T1, and you in the house can send a text message to 1053, and we go read them for you. Now we go for a short commercial break, and when we come back, we go continue for discuss waiting now the challenges we Sierra Leone face as a nation. Then we go take a small music break.
One soul, one heart, one beat. AfriSail, Afri Heart. Afri Beat, Afri Radio. One soul, one heart, one beat. AfriSail, Afri Heart, Afri Beat, Afri Radio.
With Afri Money. For withdraw money with Afri Money, dial *161#. Select option 7 when I withdraw money. Select 1 for agent code. Enter the agent code. Enter the amount of money where you want for withdraw. Enter your PIN for confirm the withdrawal. Select 2 for agent mobile number. Enter the number. Enter the amount where you want for withdraw and confirm your transaction. Then you enter your PIN. Afri Money. Now me get them. Now you get them. Now we get them.
Free money.
With you, free money. With *161#.
Unity, freedom, and justice. United we stand, divided we fall. Divided we fall. When dots come celebrities. Hey.
It's the fly.
Sierra Leone, love and to the bone, made them no say no place like home. Oh, religious tolerance, we get them. Political tolerance in all day. Tribalism, nepotism, we no want. We no want.
You man set a pattern to find you boss a bang. Yeah. Been a you mulo set a blunt on a chunk of party. Take my time and let's me my would be what I behind me. Baby, and tough and yeah, listen, some so carry. Mutem ne many loco, stand for my mean. Pull on the back on us, Subama mean. Manungo so cranko, stand for my mean. Some bacon to forget Sabamu with me. Some tampa socks, sling up a butt. Sling up a butt. I'm from Malaysia, Mangalabap. Yeah. Santum Namini, Pinto Sagbat. Yeah. Supporter is a for me, so say Jim so on the pot. Say Jim go on the pot. Yeah. One people, one nation. You know one no trouble is in nepotism for can discrimination. One people, one nation. You know one no trouble is in nepotism for can discrimination. They married to me, Bama they married yo, Mama they married Chapo, Fulama they married so. One people, one nation. This is a record where you wait the rumor, but I move more than the one. Money to money, I'm a money tayoma. No yawa, aboka, lima yawa fakya aditoka. Money to money now than the one money watching the Kenya.
Bonaya we dey.
Nothing no go make a wanna way you left the country.
Bonaya we dey.
Stand like soldier, fight for your country. We are like speeds alone. The green, white and blue, we for like an hour beyond. So think positive, man. No place like come, we don't hit on the beef. Food that you go get the bone. So we go kendele now, but we not go die, yo. The green, white and blue, we for like I told the bone, no. You can't be the sender for help out your bio. We honor one, so let me forget about we ego. No time but to stop for you check man the face for you really down to rough.
One people, one nation.
Minka, tapatante, minongoti. Mimbo inande. Mine biye dundu, biyambi. Mine dondo ba, biyambi. Mine biye dundu, mi bezeti dondo ba. Mulwe jibitoma, salon jibitoma. Monale, muja apeyeke. Mola pia monyonyo, daile, mubo monyonyo ma. Bevase, tueji mupe umia. Eya nunga kopena. Fui, mulipele vayango. Kungo muyenge angoya. Mulema de manya muima. Mulwe jibatengo. Kanilo moye ya potongo. Boxelo moye ya potongo. Nilo moye ya potongo. Kungo mubo munyonyoma. Nunga. One people, one nation.
One people, one nation.
Okay, Fambul, then that was a song done for us by Patriots United song. Okay, as we don't come back, we will talk about challenges we face as a nation. We make today we not develop yet, but you get to realize say then challenges then they not only man-made problem for we maybe not some people can say maybe not some kind of spiritual issues we get because we now want to concentrate on we country put Sierra first and maybe like pray for the country develop. And also we get for realize say as a nation we get for work together and push Salongo before. Maybe not the slow adaptation to modernization where I can see and say if Windows 15 don't come on other countries where they can with computer business like they can with Windows 7. So start from grassroots. Maybe if you start to use Windows 15 you're not going to understand, which I'm not able to understand. Is it that the slow adaptation to modernization and now we problem necessarily we make 30 days we still did behind, we know I move with the trend?
No, I think you don't take we go inside technology now, yes. But that is not the case. I think we get Windows 7 with Windows 20 something not come out. Now because Salon again I go to it in me they talk mindset. We don't get it thinking say we for big, we for take anything we then give we. Then they wrong. The kind minerals them within our country, we for they deal with nations. When I say nations, I mean the like of America, England, France. Before they negotiate on a win-win basis. You need to go take something where somebody don't tire with. You can't give people them, and you think say you do your people them good. No, that is not correct. It's not correct at all. So that mentality say we for care we beg and bulls them. President from Magai to Bio, well this one, and I don't exclude anybody. Where you go China, you go America, you go England, and for carry problem, then go no. A lot of opportunities in a salon. We they go Mr. X, Prime Minister of Britain, President of France. I'm a Sierra Leonean, I'm the president. I'm here to negotiate for me people. Yes, we get XYZ minerals where we go look for trade for XYZ components of own resources. And the idea is then just a give we no more. And you find out say we don't become a consuming nation. Now for eat no more and take no more, now we sabi. But when they go, if they can't say they give una X, una can build a plant now. A factory, for instance. I just want to give one example. That factory they go employ people them, thousands of Sierra Leoneans them, and go train Sierra Leoneans them for be skilled in that work. But if I say most of the contracts them will they sign, most of the negotiations and the deals them will they reach, if they go in a myopic system, is either than they think about their own personal pocket or a clique, but the generality of the Sierra Leoneans and the benefit, which is a bad thing.
Okay, let's take it away a bit from the government side.
Yeah.
Is it that as Sierra Leoneans, when we go out there, maybe you don't go land something, you don't get small couple, instead of you try for out investors them in the country, they can build also no make sense, and not the people that know the benefit out of them, or you come with 50 or something from abroad, and you can sell them like then 100,000 to people. Is it now we wicked to we are not fighting for investors because some of you look at countries like Nigeria, the government they're doing your own, but they are individuals where they come with developments like Dangote and others. Are there not Sierra Leoneans like that? We go take up something like this for cow development in our own country as a whole.
I want kind size small. I don't want to look at them from that angle. Say Sierra Leoneans, they're not day way ready for invest. The question for ask yourself: the tax is favorable. Those are the questions we for ask yourself, because you they get Sierra Leoneans their way, get the plan, get the intention, and some even get a network for come and make investment in this country. But how many supporting elements that we get? We go ready for say, okay, make we put an under and see how this year will go and benefit we country. Now let me shift a little bit. I remember say almost 2 years ago I meet one 19-year-old boy picking na an international conference, and fortunately if they do a presentation and if they talk about 19 years old, how we don't employ over 500 young people them inside country. Basically, when it is share an experience, he never paid dime for the land. The country support him and give him machineries, not so in money. In government support him, put an under him. You know why? Because it comes with a very good, productive initiative with salon people, the young people that we get. We get the same initiative there, so we get all their ideas there. But trust me, some doors the way they go knock, where you know say na them for provide them. Because at the end of the day, imagine say me can get a very big agricultural something ongoing at this country. Trust me, who send me money they circulate? Not the country. It help for strengthen and build the economy inside the country. How many supporting system we get in this country? We don't see inside salon where Sierra Leonean and non-Sierra Leonean they battle over certain opportunities. And this Sierra Leonean competent, capable, if only the platform available to them, it will deliver better. But they're not the game. And again, we Sierra Leoneans to we self. Imagine say you get a business now. Me na a foreigner get a business. It's the same business. Like we say we they add value to some local produce. You understand? Okay, you they add value to some local produce and me come out na another country. Then me they come with me own country in local produce inside salon. Instead of Sierra Leoneans then help for support and promote you, just because me you not to saloni come out and not to saloya me self born, na me only they can buy. And left you. All this with discussion where we they get boiled down to two things. The best way Paul lay, we talk about vision and the mindset. In everything we they discuss based on those two things. If we get vision, we know also we want for go. We draft with best practices because once you go we can forget what thing they work for A, not go work for B.
Okay.
Waiting applicable na Nigeria, Ghana, not applicable na Salon. We need for look within we country context, how we go able for support we self, waiting we feel so we forgive the people with real initiatives. Because also where you go, you get two type of people. You get a good one, they get a bad one them. Not to just Salon no more they happen. So man go come, it come with a very good idea, but in actual sense, not the money they after. Yes, they happen as Salon, they happen everywhere in the world. But we get people their way, we know for say then get real initiative, and not only real initiative, then get the country at heart. If only we begin support we self, begin for make waiting for be available for this person, come to reality. Trust me, Patricia, sometimes again, the money na one, but opportunities and human resource can number one. If me ready for give you a helping hand, me a Christian, I don't know the Bible 100%, but I remember inside one scripture them they talk about I think all be the support was it Elijah also? Where be the prayer and one tire. It put it under I say support. For ensure say God hearing cry. This is what we need in this country. Especially among young people. Because why are they emphasize on young person? Me a young person, I will understand better within the context of young people inside Salon. Let we left for the sit back and think, say, the future, we can always Allah say the future is ours, the future is now, the future is ours, the future is now. But we don't have to sit back and wait. We have to take a step. We need for sure say we can do them. And again, for we older leaders then, when I talk about older leaders, the one that don't pass youthful age, we get for understand say we don't need for the day within that spheres and think say we the advocate and work on the interest of youth without the inclusion of young people. Where there is no young people within that discussion table, those policies that are coming out are not meant for young people. Because you don't know the challenges we face. And we when they face the challenges, able to prefer solutions to these challenges. If you want for talk on my behalf, I have to be on the table.
So it's like people sideline young people when it comes to developmental issues.
Well, sideline might not be the right word.
Okay.
But I think they give a different face. I can't imagine say they can't sit there now and talk about. I think October 11 was International Day of the Girl Child, and a renowned activist in a salon posted something on Facebook where really caught my attention, Josephine, and they talk about it's a not all like say the girl picking. I don't remember exactly the quotation, but just the rephrase. Not all like say the girl picking and able advocate on the issues, but we they become too deafened for listening to them. If we want to talk for on behalf of girl picking or picking them, they have to be on the table.
Okay.
They have to talk to us. So if we want to talk about for young people there and developmental issues around that, young people have to be on the table and discuss the issue and propose solution together.
Okay, family, not forget to say you listen to Talk with T, where they come to you live from Afri Radio 105.3 FM, and you also they get to it on the Afri Radio page, on the All Radio page. Just go like the page, definitely you will get everything. And you set within our host can send you text message to 1053 if you use AfriCell, or use any of AfriCell and short code, send on to 1053. Definitely we will read the text message for you, and you within our house self go get your voice heard here. You're talking about the attitude, because from everything we are derived from, what you may I say is about attitude. Is it that we are not ready for an attitude change, or everybody just get this sick mentality in their head? I'm going Sierra Leone, I'll for do, let's manage everything, and let's just cope with everything that happen. This is just Sierra Leone. Some man can say, before that, don't sell the country. Everybody left here.
Yeah.
They say, if so, we don't sell now, all man take your money, go before now. If you better, if you did
No,
Is it that?
not at all. But you're correct. Attitude is one. Attitude and approach to things where we don't talk about the vision, the mindset, and the leadership. We're key. But another essential thing I want to add to this, if one gets all things right, we forget a sense of discipline as a people, as a country. For say, if we really make this vision clear, if we be disciplined, say yes, we for do it, we for do for get into that place. Then yes, sacrificing, then get for make a lot of sacrifices them, and for each day. One very important aspect, well, I want to add to this discussion now, with fiscal discipline as a country, we dey waste so much money. That in a one, and another thing we dey waste now so much time. If you calculate the amount of time we would waste as a country, it sum up to billions and billions of billions. Person for work 8 o'clock. Now I understand for report in the office. You will find out that some people are attending they go. Do you at the city? I don't want to sound political in any sense, but when President Bill become, if they do a spot check in our offices, them. If you can continue that, it will better for you all as a people.
Okay.
With discipline to fiscal and financial issues, and with discipline to punctuality and timing as a people. It will help with productivity as a nation. A whole way we go make we become globally competitive as a people.
Okay, let's take some of the messages that we can our Facebook page. This one come up from John Noah. We say the problem is that we are one certain about our country when the problem is all over Africa. This other one come up from Simba Cole. Say, for years we have allowed leaders to take us for a ride. The gentleman is right. We don't have any clear vision. And this other one come out from John Pendema. He say we are still having educated illiterate in this our beloved Sierra Leone. And come out this other one self come out from the same John. He say our leaders are wicked to us. Okay. They say our leaders are wicked to us. We had to get issues with the machine. Our leaders are wicked to us. They just say things on air and they don't implement them. This is what they do. And this other one come up from Musa Bakari. Say, to say it on air is easy, but to put it in place is a big problem. Meaning we just want to play, they just want to play with us, then gain out of us. And this one to come up from Musa Bakari, and yet John Pendema say, Madam, you are stating the truth. Majority of us don't have vision, but selfishness and personal interest. This other one come up from Simba Cole. We say politicians have their own agenda. Simple. Keep sending in on a message them now Facebook page and also on a text message. We go read them here for them. There is this CDG, this goals where globally everybody don't set for as a nation for to move the world before and all. Sierra Leone don't able to achieve all that thing, and they always still the fight within that developmental goals and they.
Yeah. Or you want me to talk about?
No, I think
yeah.
I think like the SDGs and these are 17 goals, and sadly for the globe, and obviously any country in the world don't achieve that 17 SDGs.
No, it's not.
Then
You cannot achieve all of it, but at least
yes,
some
I
of it.
know. I just they try for lay a base.
Not even the
on
Millennium
that one
Development
day.
Goals.
Exactly, not even the MDGs.
Right,
Either way,
yes.
you know.
Yeah.
Why are they try for lay that base? They, you know, sometimes yes, if I know we point out the challenges as a country, but slowly also bear in mind say other countries then at the world they go through the challenges them, and then people they not get way wrong. Say pointing out out the challenges. Not mean say we not like we can't see. Now because one for see things then they go the way how we want them. Now make with the point them out. But Sierra Leone, it's quite sad. Make her just look to the SDG 5, where basically I think when I know saying I'm area than the one on the gender equality. So out of the 17, I just want to pick just that one day. Let we go back to the 10 them way we be get campaign period, nomination period, the 10 the way then they pick flag bearer, the 10 the way they pick how they call the other one self, the running mate and all of that. How many women there will be see they actually puts before they okay. Some of us be raised to voice them and nothing was done actually. But let us bear in mind that these politicians before election time, they always they come with promises their way and say we want for yeri, we ask them they catch for yeri. But I think Salon for them past that stage now. We say now wait till we ask them they catch for yeri. We for more they look at what we want for see and how the person ready for implement them. Inside the parliament, how many women them we get inside it? You don't understand? When you come back to the gender equality, me they limit unto male area of speciality now. And if we look again inside the pine cabinet, you know the pine cabinet, how many women them? When you talk to them, then they tell you say, oh, we not see Boku woman there inside the we qualify. But the question is, when time be reach for campaign, the one they will see common at it Boku, na more of woman them. You sabi woman the time Oja under and Bobby, the grip and tight. He said it's waiting they happen, lay happen. But ready for die for this person. That same woman will common at it. You not feel say she's worthy for sit down at that chair there? Wait till it for campaign, you able capacitate them for common at it, but why you not capacitate them for occupy that position? Let we shift a little bit again to the inclusion. Me they talk on thing the way me no say I they work on every single day. Me they work with persons with disability, visual speech and hearing impaired specifically that they me they work with. How many of them people then we don't ever see then put na key positions. Okay, let we shift them a little. Why they try for just do a little bit of foundation?
Because themselves not doing
exactly. Let we look at even with country how the leaders then don't create the country for become a disabled friendly environment. How you expect an entire U building forget that kind of long step where we know say me and you know say that lifts work every day. For that person with disability, in foot the arts, although we say something else wrong, for claim that step there. We got for the think about that. Back to your question, if Salon don't achieve that one day, we are far-fetched from even getting to 40%.
Okay, since time not there again now, favor, what's the way out? Because we're talking about the problems and all. What's the way out? What do you think are the way out? Can start with Paul.
Yeah, so since me I don't touch on that in gender equality. I think for me the way out, if we get to vision clearly stated, and we follow that vision there with commitment and discipline, and also with the running a Jibateh Consulting, they do what we call Vision 2070. We believe saying next 50 years, which we put together will make sudden change, and waiting and they hinged upon the seventh aspect of the SDGs, when affordable and clean energy. We believe if we get that, for example, EDSA tariff then go down, lights begin to constantly, you would have businesses then, entrepreneurs then go able to flourish more. I want with the barb, I'll go with the court, and court here join here. If you get constant and effective electricity, it will help many things, including our education, including the disability aspects of things we Amira don't touch on. So I think if we get that sorted as a people, with a clear vision and a definition of who Sierra Leoneans are and what we want to be, I think we will be successful.
Okay, Amira.
Okay, so for me, I think it boils down to mindsets again. We need for work on with mindsets them, and we need for be bold for raise up with issues. And again, for we leaders them are very concerned, but inclusive governance You know, we need for ensure say whatever we did do, the people the way we did do one for, they need for they on the table, and we need for provide the needed opportunities and services where we need as people them in the country.
Okay, let's take this one. We come up from Simba Cole. Say having equality among women in parliament does not fix the problem we are having. I appreciate your work advocating, madam, but equality for all citizens is key. I want to wanna thank you when I don't take one time for can discuss this, because it's a topic we're not going to even take 1 hour. Probably
Exactly.
we get for can talk about them again some other time. We'll find time for can sit down and continue for talk about them. I want to thank you to you, Jibateh and Amira. When I don't take one time for coming. Everybody who don't send a text message now Facebook wall and also send some text message them in. When I thank you. We're not get better time again, but keep subscribing to my YouTube channel. On YouTube, just type Talk with T. Definitely, if you're not able to get all of the programs, you go watch a replay of it on YouTube. And I want to take into me producer Roxliano Finley, my executive producer John Conte, my studio engineer John Bashir Kamara DJL, my cameraman Francis Essien, my sponsors Big Things Poultry Limited, way down there in our Wanta, AfriCell, and every other person way down they put on for the Talk with him Mituna. Have been your host Tricia Shero. Till I meet you again next week, Sunday, for another edition of Talk with T. Ona, stay blessed and have a wonderful weekend.
Wondering how to cash in using AfriMoney? Here are few easy steps. Go to the nearest AfriMoney agent. Tell them how much you want to deposit. Give the agents your number and the cash. You will receive an SMS notification from 161 confirming the deposits. To check and confirm your balance, dial *161 *9*1# and enter your PIN. Remember, you do not have to pay extra for deposits. Cashing is free. Wondering how to cash in using AfriMoney? Here are few easy steps. Go to the nearest AfriMoney agent. Tell them how much you want to deposit. Give the agents your number and the cash. You will receive an SMS notification from 161 confirming the deposits. To check and confirm your balance, dial *161 *9*1# and enter your PIN. Remember, you do not have to pay extra for deposits. Cashing is free.